During the last 3 years, Baltic Supply and North Sea Supply Connect have worked closely together to establish a sustainable innovation and cooperation platform. It's been a pleasure to get to know and to work with all these partners, all these business development organizations, regional development agencies, knowledge institutions spread around the North Sea countries and the Baltic Sea countries. We, Province of Groningen, as a lead partner of the North Sea Supply Connect, are proud of what we have achieved with the partnership during these years. You will hear more about the work of the partnerships this afternoon. Just a few words from my side now. 95% of the regional economies of both the North Sea region and the Baltic region are founded on the entrepreneurial spirit of small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, as we all call them. 95%. That means that if these regions want to strengthen employment competitiveness, then the utilization of the innovative capacities of these SMEs should be used. They provide a huge opportunity. And the awareness of the importance of SMEs is high nowadays. The EU directs massive policy measures, policy schemes and huge budgets for SMEs, for the benefit of SMEs. But our day-to-day experience on supporting SMEs proves that the gap between the local operating SMEs and on the one side and the large manufacturers operating on international markets on the other side is huge and quite hard to tackle. Our projects, Baltic Supply and North Sea Supply, have tried to create opportunities for companies to gain better access to international supply chain markets. And it was hard work, and even if it's not in contracts that we have results, then it is at least in good, worthwhile lessons that we have learned from the projects. I would like to share with you some of our lessons that we learned. We've written down in the jointly produced policy recommendations, Herr Kühling already mentioned. I forgot them on my kitchen table, so I apologize. You have to do it with my words. You can look them up on the internet, on the ubiz.net website, and we will send you all the hard copy later on afterwards. My kitchen table is very clean, so no worries. We have directed our recommendations to the policymakers in the Baltic and North Sea regions. We have sent them to the European Parliament. We have sent them to the European Commission, that is to DG Region, DG Enterprise and DG Research, and we've sent them to the relevant Interreg program secretariats. Just start with the first one. Support services for SMEs are manifold. Action is needed to avoid duplication. We have spoken about it yesterday afternoon, this morning again, but cooperation and integration of SME support services is highly recommended. One example can be to seek cooperation with the EEN contact points. Another example could be in using the now built up UBizNet platform for all future Interreg projects. And I'm convinced that here is an essential and important task for DG Enterprise and for DG Regions to coordinate their programs much closer, just as DG Enterprise and DG Research now did with the Horizon 2020 program, together with the EEN network. They should do that as well with the DG Region programs. Another important lesson for us was that cooperation between projects funded by different EU programs should be made more easier. We have cooperated in Baltic Supply and in North Sea Supply with 2 different types of Interreg programs. That hasn't been easy all the times, with different rules, different report forms, different everything almost. And it's the same with other funds. I mean, Interreg programs are relatively similar, but I can't imagine really working closely together with a project funded by DG Research, for example. I just can't get my head around the bureaucratic mess that will come up then. Although I think that it's very worthwhile to do so. just again with the purpose of avoiding duplication. Another lesson that the policy advisory group has come up with is based on the experience in our projects, is that we should create local or regional one-stop shops where SMEs can be supported, to concentrate all these supportive activities for SMEs in a one site or platform or whatever, so that you don't have to search for all those things as an SME. Everybody is doing a lot of things for SMEs. Like someone said yesterday evening during dinner, we are almost smothering SMEs until they suffocate with all our activities and support. And still, the road, someone else said, the road is dark and rarely pleasant for an SME to get support. Here again, I think the large EEN network, together with a more flexible operating UBizNet platform, could provide coordination, cooperation, and coordination towards a one-stop shop. Last lesson I want to mention here is that it's really, really worthwhile to encourage the dialogue and the exchange of experience between SMEs on one side and those large buyers, those what we call large manufacturers, those original equipment manufacturers, those large buyers working on international markets. The dialogue between these two types of companies should be promoted, should be made possible. Well, as I said, I've left the policy recommendations on my kitchen table. We will send them afterwards so you can read through them. Please make use of them, promote them as you wish, and we have done our promotion of the recommendations ourselves. Basically, our policy recommendations are a quite simple call for more coordination and cooperation between DG Enterprise and DG Regions, with an open eye, of course, for the interests of SMEs. I would like to thank the members of our political advisory group, the co-chair of the group, Mr. Kuling, and the other co-chair, Rob Engelsman from the Northern Netherlands, for the work they have done for these policy recommendations, for the time they invested in discussing these recommendations. They met 3 times to sharpen our thinking and to advise us on how to proceed. So thank you very much to them. We hope that these lessons will prove worthwhile in the future, and for the short future, the very short-term future, I now wish you an enlightening afternoon. So thank you.